Hey, this is Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com, and today we're going to talk about this case specifically and aligner tracking. What's going on with this case? Is this normal? What would I do? Yes, we're only seeing one photo. So first of all, I'd like to say tracking photos for aligners should be slightly open because we can't even see the lower teeth at all. So all we can see is the upper tracking. But just based on the upper tracking, we know we've got major issues here. I almost always, first of all, put attachments on my lateral incisors if they are at all crooked because they are usually the first ones not to track. And I find if I don't put attachments on them because of their shape, morphology, positioning, size, that they are the first ones not to track. And this is what's happening here. You can see this is off by quite a few aligners already. These are off a little bit. This one's off, and this is only what I see. There might be more. So this case is very much off track. So let's circle back as to what's going on. Why is this case off track? So first question is the treatment plan optimized? Just because Invisalign or ClearCorrect or some other aligner company says it can be done doesn't mean it can be done. They're just a computer. So you are the doctor. So your ClinCheck needs to be, or your whatever it's called, clear quartz, clear calm check needs to be optimized. Never have I ever approved a case without optimizing it. I've never seen something come back from Invisalign or ClearCorrect that I haven't had to modify. Never. And I've done thousands of cases. Not one time have I got something first round and they did it perfect. There's always something wrong. Remember, they're a computer or they're a technician that is not an orthodontist. Yes, they have orthodontists on their team, but it doesn't mean their orthodontist is as talented as US orthodontists. Sorry, they're not. Number two, they are on some type of production quota and they're rushing to get these things done. And their goal is to have you have the least amount of overhead. I mean, that's just how it is. So they want to do things as fast as possible. No, they're not spending a lot of time. They're relying on you to tell them what to do. And if you don't tell them what to do, they're just going to give you something. So that doesn't mean it's optimized. And that's the truth. So you have to optimize your ClinCheck. You have to optimize your ClearCorrect case. And if you don't know how to do that, you need to learn how to do that. And there's a lot of great free resources. I mean, yes, our team at StraightSmile Solutions will work with you one-on-one to teach you how to do it. We teach you how to do things not unlike how you learn to do things in orthodontic residency. We teach you the theory behind it. We teach you how to do it. We look at your cases. It's not an actual course where you're going to read a book or see a lecture. We're going to teach you based on your cases. So you need cases in order to learn. If you want the free version, you should definitely just go to your Invisalign website and just watch read all their resources. They have a ton of resources in there. I wouldn't say it's easy to find. There's gems that are hidden in there. It's like needle in a haystack. There's some good stuff in there, but you have to find it. So it's a little clunky to try to get the information. But like I said, first tip is that you need to optimize your ClinCheck. It's not their job, it's your job, okay? So I'm guessing that this ClinCheck or whatever this was probably not optimized would be my first thing. Number two, I personally think all the setups that are done by Invisalign are too fast, and definitely all the ones by ClearCorrect are too fast. It makes way more sense to slow it down, make it more predictable, make tiny steps in between each aligners. I know first thing dentists tell me when I tell them that, they're like, oh no, it's going to make it longer. No, because you are going to start off with your default at 7-day changes, not 14-day changes or not 10-day changes, 7-day changes. That 7-day change starts once you have that aligner seated. So it's not always 7-day. They put the new aligner on, they look and see if it's 100% seated. If there's any spaces between the tooth and the aligner, they need to use their chewies. I usually give them up to 72 hours to fully seat it. Once they fully seat it with their chewies, then their 1 week starts. So 1 week they might, with one aligner they might be wearing it 1 week. With one aligner they might be wearing it 10 days. It depends on how it fits and how well they get it seated. So chewies are a must. If you don't have chewies, you will not have good outcomes. It's a $1 investment to better outcomes in your patient. And of course, learning to stage your treatment plans as so, putting on additional attachments when they're needed. Slowing down your treatment plans really, really helps too. And lastly, your patient needs to keep all their old aligners. That is a major hack that helps. I recommend, it doesn't work well when they put them back in the baggies and seal them because they get moldy. So I recommend giving them a $5, $8 tackle box that's already pre-labeled, telling them to put it in the tackle box and bring their tackle box with them to all their appointments. Because if this patient came in, let's say they're on aligner number 7, I'd be like, whoa, you're way ahead. We need to go back to 5, 4, 3, maybe 6, probably not. It's probably 5, 4, or 3. Let's see the one that fits best, and then we're going to move forward from there. Remind the patient that they need to use their chewies, and their 7 days doesn't start until the case is fully seated on every single tooth, like a glove, like a second skin. If you do what I'm telling you right now, you will not have revisions refinements very regularly. It'll be a one-off instead of a regular thing. And this will save you a ton of chair time. It will make your patients happier, and you will love aligners, and you will do more cases, and it'll bring you in more revenue. It's really not that hard. It is literally an $8 investment on each case to give them a little tackle box, give them a place to store their aligners, and give them some chewies. And then, of course, you need to learn how to make your treatment plans more predictable. But that's something we can help you with at StraightSmile Solutions. Hopefully this was helpful. All right, thanks so much.